On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Illusion.
A false idea or belief, especially about somebody or about a situation.
Examples:
Optical illusion. Illusion of being in forest. He could no longer tell the difference between illusion and reality.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things, to narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship, to empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Equate.
To consider or describe one thing as similar, equal, or analogous.
Examples:
Equate mistakes with failure. Equate to legal responsibility. It isn't very reasonable to equate money with happiness.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Magic.
Beliefs and actions employed to influence supernatural beings and forces, any art or performance that invokes supernatural powers.
Examples:
A magic spell. She is magic. He performed magic tricks with sophisticated moves.
Viol.
A stringed instrument, typically with 6 strings and frets, played with a bow, also called a viola da gamba.
Examples:
Viol instrument. Viol music. The viol player was rehearsing for an upcoming concert.
Pleasing.
Giving pleasure or enjoyment, satisfying, pleasant in appearance or manner.
Examples:
Pleasing design. A pleasing smile. The cake had a pleasing aroma that filled the room.
Unexpected.
Not anticipated or regarded as likely to happen.
Examples:
An unexpected visitor. Some unexpected events. The unexpected rainstorm caused the collapse of the corral.
Twist.
To bend or turn something into a certain shape.
Examples:
Twist around to the left. Twist a wet towel. He twisted pieces of rope out of straw.
Violate.
To break or disrupt a rule, law, or agreement, to intrude on someone's privacy or rights.
Examples:
Violate the law. Violate rights. He violated the terms of his probation.
Pleasant.
Enjoyable, attractive, friendly, or agreeable.
Examples:
Pleasant news. Pleasant odor. The hotel staff is very pleasant and efficient.
Primal.
Of or relating to the earliest stage of development, fundamental, primitive.
Examples:
Primal eras. Primal fear. The primal instincts of the animal kicked in when it was threatened.
Perpendicular.
Forming, situated at, or being at a right angle to a given line or plane, upright or vertical, at right angles to the horizon.
Examples:
Perpendicular angles. Perpendicular walls. The two lines were perfectly perpendicular to each other.
Perception.
A belief, opinion, or image you have based on how you regard, understand, or interpret something, the ability to see, hear, or notice something through the senses.
Examples:
Keen perception. Perception of a stimulus. He is a man admired for the depth of his perception.
Loop.
A shape like a curve or a circle made by something long and thin, such as a piece of string, that bends round and crosses itself.
Examples:
Exit from a loop. Positive feedback loop. Many people in this city use the loop railway for transportation.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Rotate.
To turn around a central point or axis, to move in a circular path around something.
Examples:
Rotate crops. Rotate about the origin. The Earth rotates on its axis once every 24 hours.
Rot.
To decay, or cause something to decay, naturally and gradually.
Examples:
Begin to rot. Rot with age. Please refrigerate the meat, or it will rot.
Snap.
To record on photographic film, to make a sudden, sharp sound. Noun, the act of catching an object with the hands.
Examples:
Snap a whip. Snap judgment. She snapped a quick picture of the beautiful sunset before it disappeared.
Undo.
To reverse the effect of an action or event, typically one that is recent or specific.
Examples:
Undo changes. Undo a belt. I accidentally deleted the file, so can you undo that action?
Doubt.
A feeling of being uncertain about something, especially about how good or accurate it is.
Examples:
Dispel doubts. No doubt about the news. Doubt is the start, not the end, of intelligence.
Representation:
The act of speaking, acting, or being present on behalf of someone officially, a statement of facts and reasons made in appealing or protesting.
Examples:
Sales representation. Binary representation. A person who has been declared incompetent should have legal representation.
Forth:
Forward, outward, or onward in location, direction, or progress, into view or consideration, with confidence, boldness, or in the open.
Examples:
Bring forth a beautiful vase. Call forth demand. I pushed forth with my new project, even though it would take much hard work.
Ponder:
To think deeply or carefully about something.
Examples:
Ponder divine matters. Ponder life's meaning. She sat quietly, pondering the difficult decision.
Optical:
Of or relating to or light or the ability to see. Noun, the science of light and vision, and to instruments and techniques used in the study and application of light.
Examples:
New optical glasses. Optical fiber. The optical illusion made it appear like the building was floating in midair.
Represent:
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Dolphin:
A marine mammal that typically has a beak-like snout, a streamlined body, and flippers, and that feeds on fish and squid.
Examples:
Dolphin show. Dolphin watching tour. The large group of dolphins swam gracefully in the ocean, jumping out of the water now and then.
Afterward:
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
A few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Prime:
Main or most important, basic, prime number. Noun, a natural number greater than one that cannot be formed by multiplying two smaller natural numbers. Example: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and 13.
Examples:
Prime number. Deputy Prime Minister. After a thorough investigation, she has been named as the prime suspect.
Ruin:
To damage, spoil, or demolish something. Noun, an unrecoverable state of devastation and destruction.
Examples:
Ruin the plan. ruin the reputation. He knocked over the red wine and ruined the tablecloth.
Reverse.
To change something's direction, order, position, decision, etc., to the opposite one, adjective, directed or moving toward the rear.
Examples:
reverse the trend, reverse the order. The restaurant reversed a ban on smoking.
Provocative.
Arousing anger, interest, or another strong reaction, especially deliberately.
Examples:
provocative questions, a provocative smile. His provocative style frequently sparked controversies.
Posit.
To suggest or accept something as fact or as a basis for argument or consideration.
Examples:
posit the existence of life after death. Posit the premise. We should posit several hypotheses to discuss the matter.
Pass.
No longer fashionable or current, outdated, considered to be old-fashioned or out of date.
Examples:
passé entertainment, passé trend. Bell-bottom jeans, once considered passé fashion, have made a surprising comeback in recent years.
Award.
A prize or other mark of recognition given in honor of an achievement.
Examples:
award ceremony, participation award. He won the award for Best Actor at the film festival.
Ballot.
A piece of paper used to cast a vote in an election.
Examples:
the final ballot, ballot booth. The ballot for the upcoming election will be sent out to registered voters next week.
Dot.
A very small circular mark, especially one that is printed.
Examples:
connecting the dots, dot blot method. The wallpaper had a pattern of pink dots on a white surface.
Gore.
To pierce with a sharp object, causing injury or death. Noun, coagulated blood from a wound.
Examples:
gore him with a weapon, gore scene. The hunter gored the deer with an arrow.
Bush.
A plant growing thickly with many small branches and several stiff stems coming up from the root.
Examples:
trees and bushes. A bush of hair. I am going to trim this bush off.
Fountain.
A structure usually consisting of a basin and a jet of water that is sprayed into the air, often used for decoration or as a source of drinking water.
Examples:
fountain plaza, decorative fountain. The fountain in the park provided a relaxing atmosphere.
Levitate.
To rise or float in the air without apparent support, often in a magical or supernatural manner.
Examples:
levitate objects. Levitate for a few seconds. The magician appeared to levitate off the stage, stunning the audience.
Amusement.
The state or experience of finding something humorous or entertaining.
Examples:
amusement quarters. Source of amusement. We went to the amusement park and rode roller coasters all day.
Static.
Not moving or not capable of moving, not changing or not capable of changing.
Examples:
static electricity. Static website. The static image on the screen took a lot of work to make out.
Sect.
A group of people who follow a particular religious or philosophical belief system, especially one that is regarded as outside the norm or mainstream.
Examples:
sect beliefs. Secret sect. The minority sect believed in a set of unconventional religious practices.
Moving.
Causing strong emotions or feelings, especially sadness or sympathy.
Examples:
moving experience. Moving ceremony. His moving speech about his struggles with addiction brought tears to the audience's eyes.
Depth.
The distance between the top and bottom of something, between the top surface and a distance below it.
Examples:
depth camera. The depth of the water. The pond's depth was around 5 feet.
Texture.
The feel or appearance of a surface or substance.
Examples:
the texture of the skin. The texture of octopus. We could sense the silk's lovely texture.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Tramp.
A long, heavy walk or hike, a person who travels on foot, particularly over long distances, a homeless or vagrant person, a heavy or clumsy step or the sound it makes. Verb, to walk heavily or noisily.
Examples:
tramp comedian. Tramp all over the place. We went for a long tramp in the woods to enjoy the beautiful fall colors.
Irritate.
To annoy, provoke, or cause resentment or anger in someone. To inflame or make sore.
Examples:
irritate skin. Irritate my partner. The sound of his chewing loudly irritates me during dinner.
Balcony.
A platform projecting from the wall of a building and surrounded by a railing, providing an outdoor space.
Examples:
balcony view, balcony seating. They enjoyed a romantic dinner on the balcony overlooking the city.
Tilt.
To incline or bend from a vertical position. Noun, the act of inclining or the state of being inclined or leaning to one side.
Examples:
on the tilt, tilt a chair. She tilted her head to the side, indicating she was listening.
Incorporate.
To include something as a part of a larger entity.
Examples:
incorporate the current trends. Incorporate technology into daily life. We will attempt to incorporate some of your suggestions into our future strategy.
Retouch.
To touch up or make small changes to a photograph, painting, or other images using digital or manual tools.
Examples:
retouch photo, retouch painting. She had her portrait retouched to remove blemishes.
Photograph.
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples:
photograph album, photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Navigate.
To plan and direct the way that a ship, plane, etc. will travel, often by using a map.
Examples:
navigate the Pacific, navigate through a document. Our knowledge helps navigate our clients successfully.
Consistent.
Always behaving or happening in the same way, or having the same thoughts, standards, etc.
Examples:
do on a consistent basis. Get consistent results. You are not consistent in your behavior.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples:
rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.
Fashion.
A style that is popular at a particular time or place, the state of being popular.
Examples:
go out of fashion. New fashion trends. That style is no longer in fashion.
Cue.
A signal, gesture, or action that provides information or direction for someone else to act or respond, a reminder or prompt for someone to do something.
Examples:
cue card. Visual cue. The director gave the actor a cue to begin the scene.
Purposely.
With the intention of doing something, deliberately.
Examples:
Purposely ignored. Purposely vague. She purposely left her phone at home to disconnect and enjoy her vacation.
Anamorphic.
Relating to or characterized by a distorted or altered perspective or image that must be viewed from a specific angle or with a specific device to be properly perceived or understood, typically used about certain art techniques or specialized lenses in photography and cinematography.
Examples:
Anamorphic projection. Anamorphic image. The filmmaker used an anamorphic lens to create a widescreen cinematic effect.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
A technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Disguise.
To hide or alter someone's appearance to deceive or mislead others.
Examples:
Disguise my feelings. Disguise his voice. Later, it turned out that the politician disguised the fact from the public.
Flip.
To turn over into a different position quickly, to throw or toss with a light motion.
Examples:
Flip over the pork chop. Flip a coin. He flipped when he heard that he had been accepted into the university.
Incorporation.
The process of including or integrating something into a larger entity, such as a business or organization. The act of forming a corporation or company that is legally recognized as a separate entity, distinct from its owners.
Examples:
The process of incorporation. Incorporation of a new company. The incorporation of new technology has dramatically improved our efficiency.
Ambassador.
A diplomatic representative of a country who is sent to another country or international organization.
Examples:
Ambassador for football. Send an ambassador abroad. The ambassador of peace met with government officials to discuss bilateral relations.
Skull.
A bone framework that surrounds the brain and gives the head its shape.
Examples:
Skull fracture. Have a thick skull. Archaeologists found a Neanderthal skull at that historic site.
Element.
A fundamental or essential part of something.
Examples:
New design elements. Non-metallic elements. Natural selection is an essential element in Darwin's theory of evolution.
Arthurian.
Relating to King Arthur and the tales and legends associated with him.
Examples:
The Arthurian cycle. Arthurian romances. The Arthurian legends of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table are popular literary motifs.
Delight.
A feeling of great pleasure or happiness.
Examples:
A tremor of delight. With delight. The delight on the child's faces when they received the toy was priceless.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Scot.
A tax or payment, particularly a share or portion of something. A person from Scotland or a Scottish immigrant.
Examples:
Pay annual Scot. Traditional Scot attire. The Scot-free suspect was later apprehended for a different crime.
Tribute.
A payment, gift, or other forms of recognition made in honor of or submission to another person or entity.
Examples:
Pay tribute. Tribute album. The statue was built as a tribute to the soldiers who died in the war.
Analog.
Relating to or using signals or information represented by a continuous physical quantity, such as spatial position, voltage, etc.
Examples:
An analog watch. Digitization of analog sounds. Mercury thermometers are a type of analog sensor.
Digital.
Processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
A digital watch. Digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Appropriate.
Suitable or proper in the circumstances, fitting.
Examples:
Appropriate behavior. An appropriate time. It would be appropriate to dress nicely for the wedding.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Pile.
A collection of objects positioned one on top of another, a large sum of something, such as money.
Examples:
A sand pile. The height of a pile. After the party, they had to clean up piles of dirty dishes.
Junk.
Discarded or unused material or objects, often considered worthless or of little value, also used to describe cheap or poorly made items or food that is high in calories but lacking in nutrition.
Examples:
junk mail, hunk of junk. I need to clear out some of the junk in my garage.
Reflection.
The act of thinking deeply about something, or the ability to think deeply, the image of something that is seen in a mirror or other reflective surface.
Examples:
reflection question, photon reflection. The teacher asked the students to write a reflection on the book they had just read.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Violin.
A four-stringed wooden musical instrument held against the neck and played by passing a bow across the strings.
Examples:
violin soloist. Play the violin. The cello is a member of the violin family.
Assemblage.
A collection or gathering of things or persons, a group or ensemble of items that have been brought together in a particular way.
Examples:
sculptural assemblage. An assemblage of tools. The assemblage of artists displayed their works in the gallery for all to see.
Cutlery.
A collective term for utensils used for eating and serving food, typically made of metal, such as knives, forks, and spoons.
Examples:
silver cutlery. Plastic cutlery. The restaurant set the table with gleaming cutlery for the fine dining experience.
Weld.
To join two or more pieces of metal together by heating their edges until they melt and fuse.
Examples:
weld a team of such people. Weld two broken pipes. He learned how to weld metal in his high school shop class.
Shadow.
A dark area or shape cast by an object blocking the passage of light, an area in darkness or shade, a reflected image or copy of something, a person, activity, or influence that follows or accompanies someone or something closely and persistently, often in a secretive or ominous manner.
Examples:
shadow cast. Shadow puppetry. The tree cast a shadow over the picnic area, providing relief from the sun.
Motorcycle.
A two-wheeled vehicle that is driven by an engine and has no pedals.
Examples:
motorcycle gangster. Electric motorcycle. He had his motorcycle license revoked for drunken driving.
Ken.
Knowledge, perception, understanding, or range of sight. Verb, to be aware of or know.
Examples:
within my ken. Ken of the person. He had a good ken of the city and could easily find his way around.
Composite.
Made up of different parts, elements, or substances. Noun, something made from two or more different substances.
Examples:
Composite materials. A composite of different photographs. The composite index tracks the performance of multiple stocks in the same sector.
Seashell.
A type of shell that once housed a mollusk, typically found on beaches or in shallow water.
Examples:
Seashell ornament. A fossil seashell. I love collecting seashells on the beach and displaying them in a jar at home.
Rearrange.
To change the order or position of things already made, to change the time, date, or place of an event already planned.
Examples:
Rearrange the furniture. Rearrange his schedule. Please rearrange these files as we start a new project tomorrow.
Dice.
A small cube with each side marked with a different number of spots, from 1 to 6, used in gambling and some games.
Examples:
Dice game. Playing dice. He rolled the dice, hoping for a lucky outcome.
Universe.
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
Theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Keyboard.
Device consisting of a set of keys on a piano, typewriter, computer, etc., that you press to make it work.
Examples:
Numeric keyboard. Keyboard instruments. Please strike the enter on the keyboard.
Crossword.
A word puzzle, consisting of a grid of black and white squares and blanks into which words, crossing vertically and horizontally, are written according to clues.
Examples:
Do a crossword puzzle. Good at crossword puzzles. He sat frowning over a crossword puzzle.
Puzzle.
A situation that is difficult to follow or solve, a game, problem, or toy that tests a person's ingenuity or knowledge. Verb, to cause someone to feel confused because of something difficult to understand.
Examples:
Crossword puzzle. Mathematical puzzle. This jigsaw puzzle is challenging because there are no pictures.
Cabinet.
A piece of furniture with doors, shelves, and drawers used for storage or display. A small group of senior members of a government who act as official advisors for the president or prime minister.
Examples:
Member of the cabinet. The cabinet above the sink. The prime minister decided to reshuffle his cabinet to regain support.
Skip.
To move along lightly and quickly, making a step from one foot to the other with a hop or bounce, to intentionally fail to do something which would normally do.
Examples:
skip across the country, skip breakfast. We skipped the topic because it was too complicated.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit, buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Simultaneously.
At the same time.
Examples:
simultaneously affected. Take several inputs simultaneously. Two students answered the teacher's question simultaneously.
Measured.
Done with careful consideration or calculated precision, controlled or regulated in manner or speech, deliberate and thoughtful.
Examples:
measured analysis, measured tone of voice. Her measured response to the criticism showed her ability to remain calm and composed under pressure.
Fig.
A sweet and soft edible fruit with many seeds, or a tree on which these grow.
Examples:
fig marigold, fig tree. He ate the dried figs he had preserved.
Identical.
Being the exact same one.
Examples:
pair of identical twins, an identical equation. Infant formulas are nutritionally almost identical to a mother's breast milk.
Render.
To bring someone or something into a particular state, to provide something such as service, help, etc.
Examples:
render an assessment, render the contract void. The jury must render a decision on this complex case.